It's time for sourdough starter class. There's so much to learn.
Cultivating a sourdough starter, you're going to have to discard because every day you have to throw away at least 1/3 from your jar and start feeding with some flour and water again. And some people even feed it 3 times a day. I only do it either once or twice. And after a while, I just learned recently that you can put your ripe starter, if you add some more flour, make it kind of thick, and you can put it in the freezer. So I'm going to be doing that. So I don't have to feed this wonderful pet every day or twice a day and say nice things to it. It makes me feel like crazy. In the middle of the night, I say, oh, I forgot to feed my starter. Oh, I better go feed it. I have to take some out. And then I said, oh, sorry, baby. I didn't feed you today. I think I have to get myself preoccupied on something else. Most people just think, I'm a fantastic cook. They don't know. I'm also a painter. I'm a writer. I'm a singer. So there are other things to do. With this lockdown, and I have my whole family here, and this is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do.
Michelle asks, what do you name your starter? Does your starter have a name? You said it's like your pet.
Yeah, I had several names. In the beginning, because it was not very vigorous, I call it Princess, very spoiled and needs a lot of care and needs to be nice. But now I decided it's very strong now, okay? And I already have like 4 jars, I already gave away some. So I said, it's not a princess anymore. This is the most generous item here. It's keep giving me pleasure and keep making me inventing new food. So I start calling Eleanor Roosevelt because it's really an Eleanor Roosevelt. So kind. So wonderful and so engaging. And so this is my starter. I think naming it is a good thing because it makes you become more aware of how much we take it for granted. Just like a couple of tablespoons of this, I can make it into a crepe. Oh, I have invented some amazing crepe with leftover filling with some beans and pickles and a little bit of soy cheese, and I fold them up, and my husband just couldn't get enough of it, because it's crispy on the outside and then the soft and melting in the inside. And it just a couple of tablespoons in a pan. So if you want recipes on how to make sourdough starter discard crepes, I'll be able to send out a whole bunch of recipes because they're very similar, but the minute you add something else into it, it changes. So that is the beauty about the sourdough starter discard. It allows you to improvise. In some ways, it's like the best jazz musician in the world. But I like to think about it as Eleanor Roosevelt, who has a big heart, who think about the world. So that's what the sourdough starter discard is. It's really not a discard. It's a compassionate thing. Another 3 hours for it to burst out of this jar. So I started from here. So it's already grew twice. And it can actually expand 3 times the volume. And that's why there's so much discard. It was producing too much. So you have to take out, I have to take out about this much again, and then add the flour and water into it. So then it will start growing and growing and growing. And this is a very reliable thing now, reliable Eleanor Roosevelt. It's only 3 months old, so pretty soon I can put them in the freezer. I already have some in the refrigerator, because I gave away a 1.5 cups to somebody. And so I'm going to go around and dropping these off at other people's porches and their doorsteps and have them start experimenting.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell.